Hi everybody, I'm Chris from Toro Run Winery, and you're cooking with Chris. Tonight we got a special guest, one of my best friends in the entire world, Bob Shattinger. Bob just recently retired as the Director of Food Service for Department of Corrections for 30 years, right Bob?
Correct.
So he's moving on to bigger and better things. Bob and I, over 20 years ago, started a seafood business called Bob and Weed Seafood, and with that business we made a lot of clam chowder, didn't we?
Oh, many gallons.
Many gallons, and served them to thousands of people. Well, tonight we're going to recreate that recipe. A lot of you have been wondering, and we've kind of kept that a secret for a long time. Cat's out of the bag tonight.
All right, so over here I've got diced potatoes and about a quart of clam stock. And what we've used is clam base and a quart of water. So those are boiling right now. And in another pot, I'm going to start sauteing our onions and bacon and the rest of the ingredients. You could cut me up a lemon.
All right.
Because I want to add a lemon to the water here with the potatoes.
So we're going to roll this onion, get all the juice out of it, like always. Put them right in.
Yep. So I'm going to start with about 8 strips of bacon, all diced up.
Okay.
And get it all nice and crispy.
Now, Bob, did you say once you bring these to a boil, you take those right off?
Yep. And that'll go pretty quick here in this cast iron pot.
And we'll save a little bit for a garnish later, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
You want the time done too?
Yes, please.
We need more time.
You got a lot of time.
We got a lot of time. We don't need any more time.
Especially me, now that I'm retired.
Oh, throw it in. A little trick with the time right, going against the grain with it.
Yeah.
Pulls it all off and destalks it at the same time.
So we got that bacon cooking, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to add some onion to it. And I'm cooking the onion and the rest of the ingredients right in that bacon grease.
So tonight we're making this with a Chardonnay. We do a couple Chardonnays at Toro Run. This is going to be the unoaked Chardonnay. Is there any chance I could open a bottle and interest you in a glass of this when we make this?
Absolutely.
I knew that would happen.
Absolutely.
Make sure we save a little for the finished product here.
So the potatoes are done. I'm going to remove the lemon. And if you could just set those off to the side.
I can do that.
I've started a roux.
You sneezed?
A roux.
Oh, a roux.
I have 2 sticks of butter and a cup of flour in here. And once that heats up and cooks maybe about 2-3 minutes, I'm going to add the milk. All right, so the onions are a little translucent. I'm going to add the garlic. Boy, that smells good.
It does smell good. Needs smell-o-vision.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to add a quart of milk. Now at this point, you're really going to want to stay with it and keep stirring because it'll stick quick.
Okay. Want me to keep stirring that for you?
Sure.
Oh, you're no wonder you were the director.
So that'll continue to cook here until the milk thickens.
While that's cooking, I'll tell you a funny little story about clam chowder with Bob and I. Bob and I made about 70 gallons of clam chowder, put it in the back of a trailer, nice and hot, wrapped it up tight, driving down the road. And Bob said, "Smell that clam chowder, it smells good." And I said, "It sure does," because it just exploded in the back of the trailer, and it was all down the road. We had to go back and make more chowder till about 2 in the morning.
All right, so I don't know if you can see, but this is thickening up nicely here.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
And these are cooking perfectly. The onions are getting translucent.
Nice.
So they're just about ready. All right, so I'm going to add the potatoes with the clam juice.
I just shucked about 200 clams, so they're all set right here.
All right. Well, why don't you just add them right in there?
You want them right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's throw them in. Ready? All right, so we've added the garlic, the onion, the bacon. We've got our clams in there. Then we're going to add red roasted peppers.
Roasted red peppers, beautiful. I'm assuming you roasted those yourself earlier?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to salt and pepper. Maybe about 4 teaspoons of salt.
That's just a matter if you like more salt or not, add more.
And maybe teaspoon and a pinch of pepper.
Bob, while you're cooking this, you want me to get these clams on the grill and get going on those?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. These are good old-fashioned little neck clams. You want to make sure these are really clean because these are going to go in the bottom of the bowl.
The parsley.
How'd I do chopping that, all right?
You did all right.
All right, good. Keep my job here.
And the time.
8:45.
We're gonna let this simmer maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
Get all those flavors in there. Before
nice low
you eat
heat.
it, we'll just make sure we take the bay leaf out.
Okay, Bob, so that's been on for about 5 minutes now. It's time to add a little Toro Run wine. And this will help thin it out a little bit because you can see here that the chowder's really thickened up quite a bit, which is perfect. So there's about a half a cup. That's about a cup. All right, so we'll stir this and then bring that up to a boil and it's pretty much done.
Absolutely.
So Bob, these are basically just steaming in their own juice right now.
Right.
You know, a lot of people have all the clams and boil them or steam them or do whatever, but there's always a great way to do them on the grill, especially around a bunch of people, because you can just take them off as they're opened up and there's always a hot supply of clams. All right, so I think we're ready here to try this out. Bob, what do you think?
Absolutely. It's been cooking here about 20 minutes. It's nice and thick.
All right, we got a few clams on here.
Yeah.
All right, that's for you. Bob and Weave's New England Clam Chowder. Cheers.
Cheers.
Taste it. That's amazing. Very good. Thank you, everybody. You've been cooking with Chris. I look forward to seeing you next time.